Number one, we have to open parentheses before we subtract. So let's do that. So here we have 3x cubed y to the 5th minus 6x to the 7th y 6. And now opening parentheses, we have minus 4x to the 7th y to the 6th. Here we have minus minus, so that's plus x cubed. Wait, that should be x cubed. So let me do that. Plus minus minus is plus 8x cubed y to the 5th. All right, now looking for like terms, we have x cubed y to the 5th over here and x cubed y to the 5th over here. So let's add those. So that's 11x cubed y to the 5th. And here we have x to the 7th, y to the 6th, and here's another one. So let's combine these, and we have minus 10, x to the 7th, y to the 6th. Okay. In question 2, we're just going to expand 2x minus 5 squared. So we just write that as 2x minus 5 times 2x minus 5 and FOIL it out. 2x times 2x, that's 4x squared. And then we have 2x times minus 5, that's minus 10x. And minus 5 times 2x, another minus 10x. Minus 5 times minus 5, that's plus 25. Just add those terms in the middle, 4x squared minus 20x plus 25. Question 3 is a FOIL multiplication. So first we do 2x times 3x, which is 6x squared. And then the outer, 2x times minus 4, that's minus 8x. And the inner, 5 times 3x, that's plus 15x. And then the last, 5 times minus 4, that's minus 20. We'll just add those middle terms. So we have 6x plus 7x minus 20. In question 4, we're multiplying a binomial times a trinomial. So we start by multiplying by 2x. So we have 2x times 4x squared, that's 8x cubed. 2x times minus 2x, that's minus 4x squared. 2x times 3, that's plus 6x. And then continue multiplying by minus 1. Minus 1 times 4x squared, that's minus 4x squared, and we're lining this up. Minus 1 times minus 2x, that's plus 2x. Minus 1 times 3 is minus 3. And then we'll add, and we have 8x cubed minus 8x squared plus 8x minus 3. In question 5, we're factoring. All right, so first we're going to look at the coefficients 6 and 12, and we can pull out a 6. Then from x to the 4th and x cubed, we pull out the smaller power, that's x cubed. And from y to the 5th and y cubed, we again pull out the smaller power, which is y cubed. So if we pull out the 6, we have that here. X to the 4th, we pull out x cubed. We're left with x. From y to the 5th, we'll pull out y cubed, and we're left with y squared. From 12, we pull out 6, we're left with 2. And we pulled out the x cubed and the y cubed. Okay, in question 6, we are again factoring. Okay, so let's do that. So we're going to first pull out an x, and we can pull out a y. So let's do that. So we have, all right, let me rewrite this. We have x to the 5th y minus 9yx. We can pull out an x, one x, and one y. And that leaves us with x to the 4th we pulled out the y, and then we have minus 9, and we pulled out the yx. Here we have xy. Now notice that in the parentheses we do have a difference of 2 squares, and we can continue to factor. So let's do that. So we have xy, x squared minus 3, x squared plus 3. And this is factored completely. In question 7, 64 is a perfect cube, and so is x cubed, and so is 27. So we have a difference of 2 cubes. Remember the difference of 2 cube formula, a cubed minus b cubed is equal to a minus b, a squared plus ab plus b squared. So in our case we have, let's rewrite as a difference of 2 cubes. We have 4x here minus 3 cubed. Alright, so this is our a and this is our b. Alright, so let's put down our 2 sets of parentheses. A minus b, that's 4x minus 3. And then we write a squared, we square the 4x, that's 16x squared. ab, we multiply 4x times 3, that's 12x. We have a plus sign here. And then square the 3, so we have plus 9. So that's factored. In question 8, we're going to factor a quadratic. Now notice c is negative, the minus 10 here. Actually this is supposed to be an equal sign. Let me change that to an equal sign. Okay. 1 second. Okay, so c is negative, so that means our signs will be different. So we'll start off, let's say, with plus minus. And here we need two things whose product is 3x squared, so that'll be 3x and x. And here we need two numbers whose product is 10, so we can try 5 times 2, or 2 times 5. All right, now keep in mind we want a 13 in the middle. So let's say we put the 5 here and the 2 here. And now calculate the outer plus inner. We want to get 13x. So we have 2x, and here we have minus 15x. And the sum is minus 13x. So because of the negative, and here we have a positive, we do have to switch signs, making this minus and this plus. So the correct factorization is 3x minus 2 times x plus 5. Okay, now we're going to factor this quadratic. Okay, so notice that c is positive, and that means that the two signs are the same. Okay, so we write two sets of parentheses. The signs are the same, either plus, plus, or minus, minus. Because of this minus in the middle, they must be minus, minus. Now here we put two things whose product is 10x squared, so we're going to try either 10x times x or 5x times 2x. So we'll try 5x times 2x. And here we put two numbers whose product is 3. And remember, we want the middle term to be a minus 17. So let's say we put, we can do 1, 3, or 3, 1. So let's say we put a 3 here and a 1 here. Okay, now check the middle term. We have minus 2x and minus 15x. And that adds to minus 17x. Okay, so this is the correct factorization. And finally, let's look at question 10. Here we're going to factor a polynomial with 4 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the method that we try when we have 4 terms is grouping. All right, so let's do that. We're going to group together the first 2 terms and the second 2 terms. and pull out common factors. So from the first two terms, we can pull out a 4 and an x squared. All right, so what do we have left here? We have x plus 2. Like if we multiply back, just check that, we get 4x cubed, and here we have 8x squared, so that's correct. All right, from the second two, we can pull out a minus 5. And here we have x and plus 2 again. Okay, multiply back, make sure we get minus 5x minus 10. That's minus 5x. Minus 5 times 2 is minus 10, so that's correct. So we have x plus 2 in both groups, and so we can factor out that x plus 2. From the first group, we're left with 4x squared in parentheses and minus 5. So this is the factorization. Okay, now we've finished our practice problems, so you can go ahead and do the quiz on your own.